Hey guys, First Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about the best auto bolt rifle setup for Space Marine 2 patch 10.3. Now, the auto bolt rifle did get a fat buff in patch 10.0 and now has a 25% increased base damage. It feels a lot better than it used to. I do take the ammo reserve option here because, to be honest, this is a barrel stuff gun. Like, you're supposed to be point blanking guys all the time this thing, so a 3 accuracy doesn't matter a ton, and the fat magazine capacity matters a lot more. Next thing here for the perk tree is Home Precision. Equipped weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% when firing without aiming. Just like the bolt carbine, this turns your gun into a laser beam on hip fire. Not quite as much as the bolt carbine, but still a very powerful option for us. Next perk here is Close Combat. Enemies at a distance of no more than 15 meters take 15% more damage. Like I said before, this is a barrel stuff weapon, so getting Close Combat off is super easy for us. Next perk here is Fast Reload, moving into the perk Headhunter for 10% more headshot damage, and the best perk in this tree, Elite Hunter. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, headshots deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. Now, to trigger this perk, you do have to have your weapon equipped, and you can also use a finisher on a Majoris, not just a melee kill, so keep that in mind. If you swap off your weapon while this effect is active, you will lose the effect, so that's kind of a big problem, so just make sure you're aware of that. Next perk here is Great Might for 10% bonus damage to Terminus, and the next two perks I grab are Rapid Health for some healing on our class, and of course the perk here, Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot this weapon restores one armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This is a very powerful perk on every single bolt weapon in the game. Armor restore at a distance or even close range on a headshot is super valuable for us. And really, armor restore in Space Marine 2 is just free damage reduction, so it's a top tier perk for sure. Unfortunately, the auto bolt rifle's perk tree is very limited, even by the admittance of Saber, but what can we do? This is what we have to work with. I think the top tree is by far the best option. Now, for the secondary weapon here, I do take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. I know the running joke on this channel is that this is like the weapon we take on all builds, but currently the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol for like a best in slot item is simply kind of OP. It has an absurd stagger, absurd CHP regen, and the only thing holding back is ammo economy. You know the drill, and for the perk tree, we built all the ammo perks because of that. Pick up things like Perpetual Velocity for even further charge rate, and things like Divine Might for more damage. The real benefit of this gun is how stupidly fast it can charge up on top of the absurd CHP recovery. You can basically go to full HP off of a single shot. Really good for like keeping our HP up, especially with an auto bolt rifle, because the auto bolt rifle sucks ass at HP recovery. This is top tier. Next weapon here for the melee selection is the Block Chainsword. I really do think the tactical benefits the most from the block weapons in this game because, first of all, on a perfect block, you will get a 60% range damage reduction for 2 seconds, on top of having an armor restore upon 2 block charges and an attack, and absurd stagger. Really powerful option for damage, defense, and pretty much everything in this game. And even though you can't parry Minoris and stuff like that, being able to restore armor versus Extremis, Majoris, and Terminus is simply incredible, which is why I prefer it. Now for the Chainsword perk tree, I do pick up Perpetual Strength first. Melee damage increases by 5%. Moving here into the perk Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health. Applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, and Stomp. This is one of the best CHP perks in the entire game. It really helps the recovery on this weapon especially, and on the fencing and balance version this is even better. And if you take it on Vanguard, your CHP recovery becomes kind of ridiculous. Just keep that in mind. If you want to use these versions, you definitely can. Either way, this perk is amazing. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength. Moving up here into the perk Perpetual Strength once again for a flat 10% melee damage buff. Then I pick up the perk Reverberating Impact. Stomp area effect radius increases by 50%. Now, since we do have a 3 speed on the Block Chainsword here, I do skip over things like Saw Blade because getting a better light combo length really doesn't matter for us at all. So I pick this one up instead. Next perk here is Combined Onslaught. Light combo attacks with this weapon deal 10% more melee damage. This doesn't do a ton for us. It does help a little bit, but by far we want the perk down here, Heavy Onslaught, instead. Heavy attacks with this weapon deal 15% more melee damage. Then I would pick up the Full Throttle perk here for the combo skip. Ignore my picking up the momentum gain here for this video, but just pick this one up instead is what I'm trying to say. And then we pick up the perk here, Minoris Slayer and Extremis Slayer, because the free damage here is just far more valuable than going up here for just Majoris Slayer. That's pretty much all there is for the melee weapon. Now, for the perk tree, I do pick up the perk Plasma Boost first. When plasma weapons are 30% overheated, their damage increases by 40%, and their charge shots use 1 less energy. This gives you so much value to your secondary here. The plasma pistol, especially when you combine it with things like precise calibration and concentrate fire, becomes your best boss damage on this build. This really ups your DPS output tremendously. Super awesome perk, really for any plasma build, but especially the buff secondary. Next perk here is Heightened Vigor. After a perfect time parry, block, or dodge, you deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This perk would be amazing even if it had no melee damage buff or gun strike buff at all, but it does. This is the best no knockback perk in the entire game for that reason, at least like a top 2 for sure, and pretty much pick this up all the time if you're playing true solo or you will get stun locked. Next perk here is Steady Aim. Weapon spread and recoil are reduced by 20%, and range damage against terminus level enemies is increased by 15%. This helps a ton for boss damage, especially with our secondary here. I will say the auto bolt rifle is actually quite ammo efficient. We have a fat magazine size here and a fat ammo reserve, so you might run out occasionally, but to be honest, in a team, you'll pretty much never run out of ammo with this thing, and if you're taking the auto bolt rifle into siege mode, you have bigger problems. Next perk here, Secure Stockpile. Equipment charge restored by 1 for all squad members. Cooldown is 60 seconds. This is by far the best team perk in this entire row. 60-second melt-a-bombs, crack grenades, shock grenades, and frags are simply busted. This would still be one of the best team perks in the entire game, if not the best team perk if it had twice the cooldown it does now, but it's still very, very OP, and they haven't nerfed it. I doubt they ever will. So for now, pretty much always pick this up for like a meta build, or you could take aligned aim if you just want to go for like range damage. That's up to you. Next perk here is Vital Data. Scanning extremist or terminus level enemy restores your Auspex scan charge by 50%. Getting your Auspex back significantly faster versus bosses and Extremis is very valuable to us because Extremis and Terminus are usually what you want to Auspex anyways, and getting it back that much more quickly really does help out quite a bit. Next perk here is Battle Focus. A perfectly timed parry or block gives the parried enemy a mark from Auspex scan. This really helps out the block chainsword, hit some breakpoints that otherwise could not, to like one-shot Majoris. A really good option here, though I will say, if you're playing in a team and you want to nuke bosses, you could just pick up Precise Calibration instead. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 75% damage, but your Auspex scan radius is reduced by 25%. If you combine this perk with the next perk over here, Concentrated Fire, Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer, and enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 120% damage, but they lose the mark when they leave the scanned area. These two together simply buff up your damage so much that in a coordinated team, you will just obliterate any boss in the game, siege mode or otherwise, let alone hard strats. Really good option for that, but it does take a bit of coordination, so if you want to just take Battle Focus for ease of use, you can definitely do this instead. Final perk I grabbed here is Radiating Impact. A melee finisher additionally deals significant area of effect damage in a 10-meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. This perk overperforms all the time. It is deceptively good. A 90-second cooldown is pretty detrimental, and there is no like cooldown indicator for this thing, but even with that, you kind of get a feel for it after a while, and blowing up an entire Majora's pack or an Extremis pack, or even dealing significant damage to a boss on top of all of that is simply the bee's knees. And the perk down here, Marked for Death, used to be pretty good, but 120-second cooldown on killing one Majora's or Extremis is just not remotely as good as it used to be because there are simply so many more enemies in the game now, and Signal Jammer has always sucked. Now, for the Prestige perk tree, I do pick up Acuity first. Each consecutive headshot increases headshot damage by 3% up to 15%. The bonus lasts 5 seconds without a headshot. We are using a bolt weapon, so I would take this on pretty much any bolt weapon ever, including the auto bolt rifle, so kind of a no-brainer. Next perk here is Skill Supplier. Ammo reserve increases by 15%. This affects both our primary and secondary weapon, and the secondary here, the plasma pistol, is very ammo hungry, so this does help out quite a bit. And the final two perks I grab are Resilience. Medicaid stims restore 40% more health because having more valuable stims actually helps out the tactical a lot. And the final perk is Fortitude. Health increases by 15%. I think this is the most important perk in this entire tree because the number one downside of the tactical is that you have no damage reduction pretty much, and you're a very squishy class, pretty much just a glass cannon, and Fortitude does help you out a little bit with that. It's like the only perk he has to actually make him tankier. That's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I know I made another auto bolt rifle build a while back, but that one was more so focused around like building around pure range damage. This one I think is the overall best setup for tactical on any weapon because a secure stockpile plus plasma boost and plasma pistol kind of just makes up for like whatever downside your primary has, and overall tactical's in a pretty strong spot. Maybe not in true solo because he's just so squishy and not super mobile, but in a team he brings unprecedented value, and hopefully this build guide helped. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, take it easy. Bye. Alright, that's really oh, now I definitely wish I saved the Auspex. That was a tragic Auspex use.
No fear. Changing magazine.
How's the auto bolt rifle perform now? It's definitely better than it used to be. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's amazing for this very particular hard stratagem. But by no means unusable.
The Zoanthrope psychic power.
Oh. I actually can't even go out there right now.
This battle exacts a grave toll. You are fertilizer now, Seagulls. Spore bombs incoming. Suspects engaged.
Oh god.
Was this planet worth such a toll?
I actually can't. I gotta be careful to dodge here.
My brothers have fallen. I must not fail my pride. Specs prime. Commencing Auspex scan.
It's close.
Area cleansed with the foul field.
Teammate back.
Ordnance away. Exterminate. Prospect passes Zoanthrope. Out of rounds.
Surprised he didn't get disconnected before wave 20. That's the bigger issue in my experience. Alright, let's reach this. FTG, I'm getting flagged for not giving CHP on the 5 terrain bug even more. Oh yeah, there's no CHP. I don't really care about the CHP bug in this game as much. I don't run into that remotely as often as the parry bug. What's the parry bug? The parry bug is just when your attack phases through an enemy attack. Or I should say your parry phases through an enemy attack and you get no charge, no parry. It's very bullshit.
Our plan requires it.
Is this a withdrawal order? Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge.
Does the auto bolt rifle do anything better than the full auto bolt carbine? Because that's honestly what I think most of when using it. Not really. It really doesn't. It's a little bit better at medium range. That's about it.
Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of. Left flank. See us on the roof.
Anyone down for the hard strata on decap? Yeah, if anybody wants to runs that side of this one, you definitely can. I know Lord Googleton usually helps out a lot with that. And you can also use the Discord to LFG that if you're interested. I did make some channels for that.
Tyranid scum.
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
So afraid to dodge.
I will pluck them from the battlements and send them.
The disconnection in this game is so annoying. I don't get disconnected too much in like operations at all. It's 99% siege mode. I think the game just breaks at a certain point.
Keep your eyes peeled.
It's been like 4 months,
Neither beast will be
like 3 months actually, and they still haven't fixed it. Pretty bad.
Target is in visual range. I've never seen
Pretty bad.
atrocity. Hold. Give the hive beast a moment.
Is a heroic spinning plasma the most OP weapon in this game? No, I think Pyro Blaster is still better. I even think the regular plasma incinerator, heavy plasma is still better. Next weekly, I'll run with anyone on the Discord who's struggling with it, even if it's actually hard. Yeah, this one is pretty hard. I mean, arm malfunction depleted armor is just going to be like that.
Die, beast. Talassa reporting.
It's a shame because the auto bolt rifle is most like the OG bolter. I mean, it's definitely better than it used to be.
It is not dead.
Titus,
Not horrific,
can you
it's just
elaborate?
not epic.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Right,
Reports
let's get in here.
confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Sounds like we have a hunt, brothers.
Wait, which helmet is going away?
Precision rods.
No helmet's going away. It's just the Phobos helmet. We almost have it. Event is almost over. We almost have the 400,000 Beulah Vortex kills.
I would leave it to a lingering death under there were it not still directing the swarm.
I think it'd be funny if they buffed the auto bolt rifle, but the only thing they did was double or triple the ammo reserves. I mean, they did buff the auto bolt rifle. They didn't just do that. They upped the base damage by like 25%. Actually, pretty substantial buff. Quite a substantial buff, I might say. You want the helm tonight? They'll probably get it. It is coming. Working on the Vortex mission now. We're almost there. It's only like 20,000 more kills. Actually, less than that, like 14,000. Just joined the Discord, brothers. Yes, brothers, we do have a Discord now. Partially, it'll be new and improved shortly. It is up.
Fresh magazine in.
382k so far. Okay, so we need like 18,000 more.
Pursue and eliminate.
I feel like people are gonna
We
get
will
that
not
this
have a better
weekend.
opportunity to finish it off.
Changing magazine.
Our assault bot with power fist right now.
Throwing frag grenade. Push your fire, brother. Fresh magazine in.
What's up, Carson? What's up, Kermit? The bonus for fighting this thing on solo on the easiest difficulty is now understanding how to solo this pupper. Oh, the Vortex Beast.
Continue pursuit.
Like most of the bosses in this game, he gets significantly easier the more you fight him. It's almost like practice makes perfect. More variants for the auto bolt rifle would be nice too. There's some weird weapons only have 2 versus the kind of standard 4. Yeah, that's what they said. It has the most limited perk tree in the entire game. And then Saber said like, oh, we can't actually fix that. That's just bogus.
Talassa, you
They definitely
cut
could
out.
fix it.
Nothing but static now. Is this the dead zone?
Hey man, I recently came back to Space Marine 2 and your builds have been helping me quite a lot. Seriously, it's awesome how much effort you put on them. Thanks, man. I'm glad they could help. I feel like the build guides in this game are usually like, I wish they were more in-depth. It's not like Dark Tide where you can have more, like there's, you know, you can talk for 15 minutes on a single talent node, but this game has a lot of fun builds for sure. I'll tell you, one I want to try out later is the, that's my one dodge. My second dodge. Run out of armor. I just moved to average difficulty and realized I'm cheeks at the game. Do you have a video explaining the combat? I do not. I don't have like a super... I could make a basic tutorial on that. It's actually probably a good idea because a bunch of new players are coming in with the new demo.
Swapping magazine. Silence that vermin's call for more of its foul breath.
Practice and adapt. It is fundamental. Alright, can we get in here?
Mark this position. Proceed to objective. Rally to me.
Do you think that they were going to include the Inferno Heavy Bolter? I doubt it. Actually, maybe they will. We do have a burn effect in game now. It would be pretty good. Aspects for you. Real careful here. Sucks. That doesn't matter. Aspect's pretty good. A little close at the beginning. That Hive Tyrant Psyker Wave is cruel and armor malfunction sometimes. They put you in a rough position. Oh, definitely. That's why boss nuking is just the best idea. How many hours do you have clocked up now, FTG? 2,000 plus? I have over 3,000 on this game now. How much of that's actual gameplay? Probably closer to like 2,000.